Alright, so today we're actually in South Carolina. We're heading to Georgia. I don't know when this is coming out, but I'm filming this the day that Paper Mario Thousand Year Door came out. And I say that I'm going to be filming 2 videos at once while filming the Paper Mario video. So this is very different for me to be filming 3 videos at once today. But we're here at the Game Garage, the really cool Game Boy logo right there. I have been messaging stores to see if they have a good Switch selection on the way to Georgia. Majority of the stores responded to me, 1 didn't, and then there was 2 stores that was like, yeah, we have a lot of Switch games, you'll love filming in here, and this is one of the stores that was saying that I would really enjoy what's going on here. So I don't know what to expect. I think this is the first time I've done a proper game hunting video in South Carolina other than like the Southeast Game Exchange. So let's go inside and see what to expect inside of here. Okay, so we found this right here. It's a GameCube demo display. I believe this is the McDonald's one. It looks very similar to the McDonald's one where you go to McDonald's and play the GameCube games. So that's really cool to see in person. Big fan of that. And then right over here, they have a bunch of statues and stuff, art books. You got like the Art of Metal Gear. I know a lot of people on my channel want me to play Metal Gear. I'm trying to play it. They would probably want me to buy that, but I'm not buying that. They have this awesome Crash Bandicoot, like mini statue. I don't know what you would call that, because it's, I wouldn't call that a figurine. I don't know if you would call it a statue at the same time. $25, I'm gonna buy that because I love Crash Bandicoots. Then they have this awesome Mega Man for $25. I think I'm gonna get that because I have Mega Man X. I don't have an original Mega Man. And you come down here, they got some more collector's edition games right here. I think I'm gonna get this Little Town Hero right here because I've tried buying this a few times, but they've only had like the Japanese version of, I forgot what it's called in Japan. It's not called Little Town Hero in Japan, but that's my first time seeing the collector's edition in person. I think that's a good deal, so I think I'm gonna get that. Still looking through the store. They mod Game Boys over here too, which is pretty cool. They got their prices right here. I haven't been to a store yet that's doing that. The one that we just did a video on, Love for Retro, they told me they're about to do that, so they haven't started yet. But they got all sorts of parts right here. Overall, pretty cool so far. Alright, so this is the Switch games right here. They have a pretty decent selection of Switch games. I just talked to the owner. They have apparently only been open for about 11 months. So for everything that I'm seeing so far, I am really impressed with the amount of selection and how much they have inside of the store. Because I feel like if you looked at the store, you couldn't tell that it seems like they've been here for years. So I think that's really cool. Found something that I'm really excited about. They have Ghost Trick Detective. I've been looking for this game when I went to New York City. That was one of the things I specifically was looking for. I asked for it. Everyone was like, I don't know what that game is. Or I either got that response or it was sold out. So they have it right there. That is definitely one I'm getting. I have to pay attention to what I'm buying right now because I am going to Georgia and I'm going to another game store and we have a lot of trips coming up, so I don't have as much money as I normally would spend on a game store. They have Grist right here. At least I believe that's how you say that game. It's $55. I've seen that at conventions. That is a game that I really want for the Switch. But due to all the trips I got coming and then the fact that I'm going to another game store and I have to buy Paper Mario later today, I'm gonna pass probably on that. For some reason, they got Persona 3 right here for the Switch. Why Limited Run sent that already? I don't know. Limited Run, I'm waiting for my version of Persona 3. I'm still waiting. I don't know what's going on with that, but everyone seems to have Persona 3 and 4. And they haven't sent me my version of the game yet. And then they got their Wii U stuff at the bottom down here, and then Wii, and then yeah, but I'm very, very impressed with what we're seeing here, because you don't typically see, at least what I'm noticing when I go to game stores, is you don't see the Switch really focused as much in terms of selling stuff, and this store is focused on having a lot of Switch stuff, and they don't have like your normal stuff. They have a bunch of variety of everything that you're looking for here, so I think that's really cool. And then they got a few more things right over here. They got a few cool things, like Deadly from, I honestly, I don't know how to say that last word right there. I have the sequel to it, but I've never seen the collector's edition right there. If it wasn't for the fact I had all these trips, I would probably buy that one too. And then these are the GameCube games right here. I don't know, so I don't know too much about the GameCube, but I thought Billy Hatcher was like one of the most expensive GameCube games. It's $85 here. I think that's a really good deal. I don't know though. I don't know. Then they have just your normal GameCube stuff right here. Shadow the Hedgehog, I didn't know that became an expensive game. But overall, really nice selection. Got a lot of the collector's edition stuff. You got the Miracle Machine NES piano. I don't think I've seen the box for that before, ever. And then they got more just like random collector's edition stuff to look nice for the store. And then that awesome Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom poster right there. Overall, pretty cool. Then you come down here, you got your PlayStation 1, PlayStation 4, Xbox, the higher dollar stuff. I don't know too much about these other consoles, if this is a good deal or not. Web of Shadows right here. I consider this to be one of, if not the best Spider-Man game, and also one of my favorite games of all time. Probably my favorite game of all time, or Spider-Man 2, the new one. I don't know, both of those games are so good. I change my mind every other day on what's a better Spider-Man game. You got some of the cheaper titles right here, easy to look at. I'm always a fan where you can easily grab stuff and see what you're paying for, what you're looking at, and a nice selection. Like SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom right here. That's such a good game if you guys have not played it. I know a lot of people are going to be like, SpongeBob, how is that a good game? Trust me, this is a good game. So right here is the PlayStation 5 games, and on top is the NES games. These are more of the common stuff, the stuff that you're going to see everywhere that I guess people are not going to try to steal at least, and if they did get stolen, then it's not a big loss. And you got your PlayStation 4 games right here. Massive selection of PS4, a lot of titles that I've not really seen often at stores. Then you got your PS2 games, nice selection of PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 games at the top. Then you have your accessories here, which I think is pretty cool because some of the stuff you're going to see right here is not something that you would see often at a video game store. And one that really threw me back was these Wii accessories. I remember how there were so many Wii accessories out there where they were just making cheap accessories. Boom, the Wii had it, you know, it was crazy. Then you had some Silk posters here, which is really cool because a lot of people, I think, would buy Silk posters if it was easier to find. Silk posters however, are not that easy to find. You got some more of your basic cables for any type of console that you're buying. Well stocked on everything, so if you're buying a console, you have everything ready right then and there. And then over here, so I guess this is like a toy section, but this is what's thrown me off. They got this right here. This is some bootleg Pikmin merchandise that I don't even know who made this. I've never seen something like this. This is funny to me. I don't know. I thought that was funny to see. I mean, I'm sure some Pikmin fans would be excited for that, but I don't know. Little Elf, I think is what it was called. And then you got Mario right here. Another bootleg Mario merchandise here. And then when you turn it around, that's what I see in my dreams. A nightmare right there with Mario. God. Then you had a clearance aisle, which, you know, a lot of video game stores don't have a video game clearance aisle. And I think that's something that should be happening more and more often at video game stores. At least if I was to open up one, I think a clearance aisle would be key here. Then you had a t-shirt for the Gamer Garage. I probably should have bought a t-shirt, but I was like, I got plenty of t-shirts. I don't need another t-shirt. This is the little message that they have right here if you're buying a console, 30 days, all that stuff. Then they have a bunch of strategy guides. I mean, a lot of strategy guides. Like, I was very impressed with some of the games that they had right here. My one complaint is there's so much right here that you don't really know that's there. Like, you're about to see right here, Super Mario RPG Player's Guide right there. It's like behind a bunch of other stuff. I think they should do a better job displaying that if I was to complain about the store. But everything else is perfect here. They got another kiosk right there. A lot of kiosks where you can play. And then over here on the right, they have an arcade
where you can play so many arcade games on it. Really cool to see that. Then you go over here, they actually have it where they sell children's art, basically. I think that's pretty cool that they're buying art off the kids that are coming into the store and then displaying it for sale and then giving the money to kids. I don't know, I thought that was pretty cool. That's what I was told by one of the owners. Then they had some Genesis games right here. Very cool to see. And they also have a coffee store right here. This is where they get the coffee. They don't advertise the coffee much, but apparently the coffee's really good. I'm not a coffee guy, so yeah. There's some 3DS, DS, all sorts of things. I want to get back into 3DS collecting one day. Got some N64 games right here. Pretty cool to see. Big selection. I'm very impressed with what they have here. Then you go over here to more Genesis. Got some Super Nintendo. This is like the more expensive stuff. I don't really know much about the Genesis and Super Nintendo, so I don't know what if I'm seeing is like really cool, really uncommon. But it looks like they have a big selection. Then right here is the counter. They have a bunch of like candy up here. They have this TV where they're playing a bunch of skits that's pretty funny from employees from the store. Then over here they got the Game Boy Advance games. I really want to start collecting more of this now that my Game Boy is fixed. They have Harry Potter the Order of Phoenix. I'm pretty sure that's like a 2008 movie. So were they making Game Boy Advance games till 2008? That's pretty crazy if that's the case. Got some more Game Boy games right here. Huge selection of Game Boy. Then you got NES.
So this is where they keep like a lot of the consoles, a little bit of higher dollar items here. Complete in box Virtual Boy. I don't know if we've seen that on the channel. We probably have, and I just don't remember. They got the Wii's right here. They got the Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Work Set right there, which I already have. I have all the collector's editions of Xenoblade except Xenoblade X. That's the one I'm missing. More consoles. There's some modded consoles right here. A Neo Geo Pocket Color. I don't think we have ever seen one of those in person before. You got the NES right here. You got, I believe they call it is the dog bone NES. At least I think that's the term for it. I don't know if that was the official term. Then you go over here. You got PlayStations right here. PlayStation TVs. I actually just recently learned a lot more about this right here. It's actually a pretty cool console. I believe you plug it up and you can play your PlayStation Vita games as long as you have the Vita to hook up right there onto your TV. Then you got Tekken right here, Collector's Edition. Comes with the Fight Cab, I believe is what you call those things, or arcade stick, whatever. And yeah, really cool. You got Panzer Dragon 2. I know those games are really expensive on the Sega Saturn. I think it's the trilogy that is actually the most expensive game on the Sega Saturn. I know a little bit of other consoles. And then you got the PlayStation 1 with the screen right there, which I think is pretty cool to see. Okay, so unexpectedly, we're on a trip to Georgia. My grandpa's with me. I didn't expect him to actually buy anything, so I wanted to get him to have a chance to be on video. Papa, how are you doing today?
All right.
This is his first time on video.
Hello, everybody.
He's a big PlayStation fan. Obviously, he's not a Nintendo fan, or a Nintendo channel, but since he's buying stuff, I'm going to give him a chance to show some things. What are you buying, Papa?
Actually, it's for original PlayStation before the PS2. They got a one for Star Wars, the Masters of Terrace, and a Star Wars Phantom Menace.
Alright, Star Wars Phantom Menace.
And found Harry Potter that I didn't realize, Chamber of Secrets.
Okay.
I think they'll be good to have at home with the original PlayStation to play.
Because you love the PlayStation. Blasto's your favorite PlayStation game, I think. Right?
Yeah, that's one of the original first game I had with it.
Alright.
I like that the best.
Well, this is unexpected. I wasn't expecting to be in the video, let alone buy games. So
I sure didn't expect to find them. This is a great place.
thank you for showing up on the video. Glad we got you on here.
Thank you.
Anything you want to say before we wrap up?
Nope, just appreciate it. Proud to have you as my grandson.
Oh, okay, alright. Alright, so I do want to get the Ghost Trick Detective, for sure.
That's a pretty uncommon one.
I went to New York City a few weeks ago, and I was particularly looking for that. That was the #1 game I was looking for. People didn't even know what I was talking about, or they did and sold out of it. So this is definitely getting that, especially for the price. That's a really good price for that game. Especially for a Capcom game, this is a must-buy. And then I think that's probably going to be it for Switch games. I see the Grizz, I think is how you said that title, but I think I'm gonna hold out on that. And then I'm gonna get the Mega Man and Crash Bandicoot figure that you have over there. And I think that is probably going to do it. I know a lot of people are going to be like, Max, why aren't you buying all this other stuff? I'm literally going to MomoCon tomorrow to film a video. I'm probably going to spend ridiculous money, and then I have another store, and then I'm going to GameStop right now to get Paper Mario. So I'm spending a lot of money that I really shouldn't be doing, especially since we got too many games next month too, and Southeast Game Exchange. So we're living as that. I think I did pretty good. I don't know how much that's going to end up being, but I'm comfortable paying all that. All right, man, hit me with the total.
All right, we're looking at 98.30. You got a lot of goodies today. You got the ghost trick and you got the 2 statues. Some good stuff. This is real uncommon to find.
Under 100, I'm happy with that, especially since I got so much going on later this week. So I'm gonna go ahead and pay the person, and then we'll do our outro outside. All right, guys, that was the Game Garage. I'm a fan of the store. Coffee stores in there. They got a lot of stuff in there I wasn't expecting. I feel like a lot of people in the comments are gonna be like, Max, you're gonna regret so much not buying in there. And I do regret not buying some things, but I just have so much going on in the next like 2 months that I was trying to be smart, because I also don't know how much I'm gonna spend tomorrow at MomoCon. So I feel like I was being smart decisions. I got a lot of stuff here. Got the 2 statues that I talked about, the Crash Bandicoot and Mega Man. And then we ended up with Ghost Trick Detective, which is one of the things that I was looking for in New York City. Now I think I have most of the import games that I wanted for the Switch. So I gotta get ready to go, because we're going to another game store and GameStop to pick up Paper Mario. I don't know if Paper Mario is going to be easy to get picked up. We'll find out. My journey with picking up Nintendo Switch games on day 1, it's been a journey this year. It has been a wild journey. So I'm going to be looking back at this, recording, or at least editing this, and being like, wow, it was either easy or horrible. So yeah, I've been talking for way too much. Make sure to backslash that subscribe button. Check out all our game hunting videos that we've been doing. You guys have been loving those videos. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.